When you are creating your new personal profile account on Facebook, at this step in the process where you are trying to read the weird little captcha stuff and enter them in this field, you may not have noticed that directly beneath this sign up button was the fact that, hey, by clicking sign up, you are indicating that you have read and agreed to our terms of use and privacy policy. In other words, our rules. So it's typical for most websites to do that because these things are very long, imposing legal documents, and they don't want anything to stop the process of people signing up. But you do agree to them by clicking sign up. So it behooves you, especially somebody who's planning on using Facebook to market your business, that you read the rules and make sure that you abide by them. Now, after you have signed up, you can always refer to those rules in the footer of any page on Facebook. You'll find it here under Terms. So I've opened up the Terms link in another window so we can take a look at it. And it does go on. It's not too heavy in the legalese, but it is kind of long. I recommend that you do read this carefully because I personally know of people who have been bitten by accidentally or inadvertently breaking one of these rules, and suddenly their account is wiped by Facebook. So of particular importance to people who want to use Facebook for business is down here in the third category, safety. Number 1, you will not send or otherwise post unauthorized commercial communications to users such as spam. So, unauthorized commercial communication, it could be as something as simple as you enter a status that says, we have a special on our donut, go to our website and here's a coupon code. Because the people who are your friends who are reading that status, maybe they didn't authorize you to send them commercial messages. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer and I don't work for Facebook, but I guess I would just be very careful. And this is another reason why Facebook created the whole concept of Facebook pages, which are specifically for marketing business stuff. Your Facebook pages that I'll be talking about in another chapter do pull in Facebook fans, which are kind of like the equivalent of your personal account's friends. So you can broadcast information, but you're supposed to be a little careful about doing that with your personal account. Now, I know that there's over 150 million people with Facebook accounts. Many of those, especially people with smaller companies like book authors or personal coaches or consultants or trainers, they'll often mention things in their personal account that has to do with their business. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that as long as most of your communications are of a personal, non-business nature. You just want to try and keep your business communications to the business page. I know of some people who actually used the Facebook personal profile as their business profile. They registered a name under their business. They post the logo instead of a personal picture. And a friend of mine had over 1,000 friends that was following him in his business on Facebook. And one day he went there and his account was gone, and he checked his email, and Facebook said that because he violated their terms of service, they had to delete his account. And because you don't have the email addresses of all these friends, he lost all that information. He had to set up a Facebook page and try to remember who was a friend of his in his personal profile and email them and somehow find them and say, hey, can you become a fan of my page now? So be careful about this one. The other one that you want to watch out for is working with intellectual property. You want to be careful that if you're posting a video or a picture that you do have the right to post that, because somebody else could see it and they could claim that you are infringing on their intellectual property or their copyright. And people can report claims of that, and then you do have an opportunity to appeal, but you don't want to get in that mess. So make sure that anything that you post that you are the rightful owner of. Those are the major things that I would worry about in the terms of service. Definitely read up on the other rules. There's some rules that make common sense to most people that you encounter on lots of other websites. These things in particular about keeping personal, and business in two separate areas of Facebook, that's going to provide you with a good amount of security knowing that you are abiding by their terms of service.